So the fundamental concept that I think most of you have heard over and over is that we're really committed to focusing on academic quality. The primary challenge that I felt I was facing when I came into the university is that it had grown enormously. 8,300 students more in 10 years than it had before that, and it had already grown significantly. And while that seems like it might be a good thing, and I think at the time maybe it was for those of you who may have been a part of it, the challenge by the time I came is that we really didn't have a faculty size-wise that was a match to that growth. We certainly did not have the learning spaces. I mean, we really teach very differently now. Part of what we're teaching people to do is how to learn for the rest of their lives, how to interact and communicate. And so that really requires different kinds of spaces. We also really require a very different kind of technology than we had in the past. So one of the big projects that will represent the implementation is this building that we're standing in, the library. Cabell Library was actually first constructed in 1970 with just 2 floors, and then by 1975 we had added 2 more stories. And at that time I think we had about 11,500 students, something like that, in that neighborhood. And so maybe these 4 stories that are here today suited the university fairly well at that time, but there's no way that it does today. In fact, we've done a comparison. We have studied all of the libraries, not just the libraries in Virginia, but we've also studied very closely the SHEV peers, meaning State Council on Higher Education gives us a set of peers that we're to look at, and we come out last in that regard too in terms of square feet available for study space, which you largely find in libraries now, per student. And some of that was the growth, but a lot of it was just that a lot of the spaces just aren't going to work. So we're going to do an 80,000 square foot renovation of this facility, and then we're going to add 80,000 square feet too. So it's about a $48 million project, 47 and some change, but I'm going to call it 48, and we're seeking funds to plan this project in the legislative session that's about to take off here in just about a month. So I'm excited about that, but that again, you'll notice everything I talk to you about is really about academic quality and ensuring student success. How can we be sure that students can be successful? And while it parallels what we're talking about statewide, you know, you've got a governor who's really very interested in increasing the number of graduates. We, of course, subscribe very much to that as well. VCU needs to increase the number of graduates, and that's my pledge. I said we are not interested in growing. In fact, we hope that we shrink a little bit student-wise, but we would like to increase the number of graduates that we contribute to the Commonwealth over time. And hopefully part of that increase is in terms of our ability to really certify that these students are prepared for the world that we know we need them to be prepared for.